Hey guys, welcome to Solo RPG Studio. Today we're gonna review or just take a look at the Dungeon and Dragon Welcome to Hellfire Club Stranger Things starter set. So this is a somewhat new product. It was released in October 2025, and it is a back-to-back starter set product from Wizard of the Coast. The first one was Heroes of the Borderland, and now they made that collaboration with Stranger Things, which is a new starter set. I think there's 4 adventure, and it is similar somewhat in terms of content that the previous starter set offered. So take a look at the back of the box. So the art direction is really cool in my opinion. It really tell a story. You get the 80s vibe with the pamphlet or like small booklets adventure, which they used to do when it was TSR instead of Wizard of the Coast. We have the character sheet, but all that we'll take a look in the box. So what is this product? So this product compared to the previous starter set feels a bit more like a full-fledged like traditional starter set where you have character sheet, although those are pre-made character, but you have a like more linear adventure. It is less like roaming around in the wilderness and trying to go to base to take a long rest. And no, this is like more typical dungeony kind of starter set. So and take a look inside the box to see the components. And this is one of the main reasons I think to buy this kind of product is to really get the components. I feel this is one of the product that you might want to skip buying it digitally unless you're all only playing online. The value really comes from all the component that is in the box. It also, I think it's really for people who enjoy Stranger Things or at least watched it, but you can still enjoy the game. But there's few little like components like this kind of postcard written component that is in the box that might appeal to the fan base of Stranger Things. So the idea behind this product is that Eddie, the guy over here in the box, left high school, or I think they are in high school. But basically, he was supposed to graduate, and his plan was to give a box of adventure to the next dungeon master who's gonna run the Hellfire Club dungeon master club at their high school. So he wanted to give something for the next person who's gonna take care of the club, run the adventure, which is a super cool idea. So you can really like have the feeling of opening like a gift that someone who really cherish their group, and I think it's a really neat idea. So we have like stitches here, that's kind of cool. And okay, so play guide. If you know D&D, you don't really need that, but it's nice that it is included. It's a starter set after all, so it is cool that it is customized for this starter set. We show all the components and how to play basically, but it is nice that they still include that in the box, because you can get the free rules on D&D Beyond, but having the physical copy, I think it's a neat idea. They don't do the the Apple thing where they remove any cables and brick from the box over the years. So I still appreciate that they give something. So you can open the box and just start to play. You don't have to, do anything else. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 adventure. So adventure for level 3, 2, 1, and 3. Okay, so those are mixed up. So, first adventure, The Vanishing Gnome. There you go. I really like that they are not, tacked, and we actually have like, well, yeah, you cannot see that, but stitches. And yeah, one thing I need to, maybe I already said that, but I really like the art and just the theme, the art direction on it. Like, those books are new, right? But you can still see like fake scratches. They're not like dirty or anything. It's just like part of the style of the book. Like if it was an old booklet or old adventure, and you can see like some fake drawings like somebody would do on their old stuff. You can see like fake scotched or tape notes here, and it just really bring the product to life, in my opinion. I really like those little details, and I think it shows that the designer cares about their product and feels like they had a lot of fun doing this one. So, not gonna read the adventure now, but I'll definitely do a review and do a playthrough and let you know in a future video what I think about those adventure. So, The Vanishing Gnome, Scream of the Crop, Devil Metal Die. Pretty cool. And okay, spoiler, or maybe I don't know, maybe not, but there's is a Demogorgon dragon. I don't know how they call it, like the Demo dragon or something. And I don't know, just super cool. And also, I love the battle map art. They are really visually appealing. And yeah, feels like a really well put product, honestly. Fan of the series or not, I think money wise, it's still expensive. Like here in Canada, I think it's around, you can find it between like $60 and $70. So it's still an expensive product. It's not a full campaign, it's not a level 1 to 12 adventure. It's, level 1 to 3, I think. And, you just feel like it is expensive for what it is. But when you compare it to other product or other system, even like this is a good quality product. So I feel like this one is worth to play around the table. So you have some handouts. And see, like, this is the thing I like to do when I play with people around the table, is to give things. Usually I make some, but I think something already, put together, remove a little bit of prep, and it feels like, tangible. You feel a bit more into the game. So here they decided to do actual character sheet for their pre-made character, which is cool. Definitely put you more into, like, it's like you feel it's more real to D&D than what they did with Heroes of the Borderland. Although both are starter set, this felt more like a starter set. Just let's just buy something and we can just play right away with components. Heroes of the Borderland felt more like a beginner box, where it's your first time playing a TTRPG or your first time playing Dungeon and Dragon, and let's make it a little bit more board gamey. So it's an easy transition to traditional board game into a role-playing game. So we have Willie, which is a wizard. And so the wizard, and so an evoker wizard. Okay, let's go over those. We then have Mike, paladin, oath of devotion. Okay, we have Lucas, who's a fighter champion. We have Dustin, Cleric, War Domain. And we also have Erika, who's a rogue assassin. Yeah, that's cool. All right, now I think here we have. Okay, maps. Maps, and I think a poster. Let's see. Yep. Oh my god. It's big. This is a big face. So, yeah, pretty cool. And, oh, okay, cool. We have the map, and, okay. This is actually funny. So, yeah, we have Grey Hawkins. So this is definitely a clin d'oeil to the Greyhawk setting. First, D&D setting, and the city of Aachen in Stranger Things. And I feel there might be other, play on word with the other cities or region, but I don't know. So, a map and poster. What else? So those I think are the battle maps that you find in the adventure, and so far it feels like the paper quality on this is pretty good. This is definitely a nice texture. They are quite large. It's really hard to show on camera, but they did a good thing. Oh, definitely nice. I'm not sure how, it will be good to play on those a couple of times, but probably gonna tear at some point. So the docks. Yeah. So, yeah, cool map. And now what do we have? Oh, token. So, okay. I really appreciate they give token. I like token in general, or, flat surface token. Even though if you have if you can have standees, I feel it's easier to just put away. And also, I'm really not good at painting, and minis are expensive, and token can be really visually appealing. Like the details on those are really neat. Again, love the art direction. Love the details, and the black and white, I think, just adds to it. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm really happy. Oh, and so they have a ABC. So maybe if you run multiple, it's easier for you to track. I think it's a good idea. It's a little detail like that. Quite good. Okay, so what is it? Oh, a DM screen. I didn't know. So here you go. One side, the other side. Let's open it. This is the inside, and yeah. So maybe I'll do this like that so it's a bit easier. So we have a condition tracker, which is good when you're playing a starter set. It's a nice reminder. What are the action, concentration, cover, death saving throw? What do we have here? Skills, typical difficulty, light sources. Oh, a reminder of the map, which is cool. And okay, and this is the outside the DM screen. Yeah, it's a good one. And now we have just a separator. And okay, cool. So the dice, 11, the usual 11 red dice from D&D. One thing is, I wish they would, do another color. I get it. It's D&D, it's red, but could be fun to have just something a little bit different. Combat tracker. Yeah, why not? And yeah, so here we can see some of already, I already looked at it. I made a video earlier, but the audio, disappeared, so I have to redo it again. So we have some cards, and that I really like. I like being able to end things to people, and I feel it's cool to be able to try. What's annoying is that, after a certain point, you cannot really reuse them in other campaigns. When you're getting higher level, like some of them just become useless. But for this, if you're only like, you're playing a starter set, it's pretty cool. So armors, I'm just going to go over all of them like quite quickly, but there's the description in the back and a little drawing on the front. So maybe I'll put them like these. Yeah, okay. There we go. All right. So equipment and weapons and armor. And here it's, spells. So same thing, description in the back. There's like a visual kind of helper on the front. It's not a unique visual for every spell, but I think it just, helped you to understand, oh, okay, this is a cone, for example. I guess those are maybe self or maybe an aura. Those are touch spell. Those are self. Okay, definitely. And yeah, you can just, show, some of the spells you think you would have for the wizard and cleric, etc. But pretty cool. Now, what I like the most about this is definitely the... Oh god. Come on. Okay. Gonna try to... Oh no. I know, a technical issue. You know what? There we go. So here we have like little helper cards that you can hand out to the players. So what you can do on your turn of combat, what action there is. So the help action, the other action, ready, etc. And you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one for every pre-made characters. But now this is a really cool thing. So again, we have the name of the monster. The cards are bigger. We have the main illustration and the visual representation of the token. Stat block on the back. So challenge rating, what the monster does. But the R&Ds are super cool. So I will go over them, but a little bit more slower than the magic card because I really appreciate. There we go. I think the focus is better now. So let me know what you think about the art direction of this product. It's definitely a game I will run during vacation with people who never played D&D. I think a lot of my friends never played it, and also I think they quite enjoyed the Stranger Things series, although now I feel there's so many, time between each season that some of the characters are quite grown now. I don't know if they really followed everything, but I think it could be just a fun adventure and like show that D&D can be really anything. All right, so first impression of the product is really cool. It's not something I would buy to play on a virtual tabletop. Like I don't want to buy it on D&D 20 or Roll20 or anything. But I feel it's a cool game, just like a standalone game. And this is how I will run it, right? I won't use all the rules from the PHP or the Dungeon Master Guide. I just want to open the box, pop the tokens, hand out like the character sheet, and just like tell players, hey, let's play this. Who do you want to play? Do you want to play Mike? Do you want to play Erica? And just like get into it. I think it's the best, honestly, the way to approach like starter set like these. And yeah, felt like I think it's a good buy. Honestly, if you can find it a little bit for a little bit less, maybe you can wait for a promotion like during I don't know, like Black Friday or something. Definitely be a bit more worth it. Still like $70 is still really expensive for just a game in general. But depending on where you live in the world, this can be more or less great value. But yeah, let me know what you think about the product. Let me know if you think you're gonna buy it. Hopefully this, I don't want to call it like a review, but maybe a preview. What's this in the box and the quality of the thing in it can maybe help you make a decision about purchasing it or not. Let me know in the comments if you want me to review something else, and have a really good day. Bye bye.